Coming to the mat for Williams Baptist, number 1 ranked Demetrius Thomas, a sophomore out of Ferguson, Missouri. NAIA national champion last year as a freshman. Had a busy week. He actually wrestled in the Southern Scuffle, which is a primarily Division I tournament, earlier this week in Chattanooga. Didn't place there, but still got a couple of good wins over D1 competition. His opponent, Dean Broghammer, ranked number 2 in the nation. He's a senior out of Manchester, Iowa. Was 4th as a freshman back in 2015. 2016, he was the NAIA national champion. And in 2017, he was 5th in the weight Thomas won. Now, these two did meet last year in the semifinals. That match won by Thomas by major decision. So Broghammer, first chance he's had to get his hands on Thomas since. Thomas last year really kind of emerged. He was the number 5 seed and beat 2 of the best guys in the country. And the NAIA was really good at heavyweight last year, of course, with Broghammer. And you also had Cerrone Francisco from Concordia. That guy was just a beast. And Thomas looking to counter, looks to go behind. No, says the foot hadn't, the hand hadn't touched. They're trying to lift and return. There's the lift and return, rear standing. Broghammer going to come out of this with 2. Okay, crazy sequence there. Back bows the leg. Broghammer going to look for big points here. Still think we could have had 2 and 2 on that sequence. There's no reaction time in rear standing, but said it once, I'll say it again. There's a reason I'm not wearing stripes. Broghammer still working on that back bow. You got to take that straight across. You cannot go left or right with that. Can't go pressure left. I mean, you see it still up and down, of course, on the knee that's braced by Thomas. Thomas, Amateur Wrestling News all-freshman team last year. It's the only non-Division I guy that was first team. By the nation's oldest wrestling publication. Thomas going to start the second period on top after Broghammer takes down. Riding time is now elapsed, or at least it's under a minute. It's not completely elapsed. Todd Allen assisted by Daniel Kapp and Graham Carwath. Graham's been there a couple years as a student assistant. Grandview with a very large coaching staff. Paul Reedy, the head assistant. Grant Turner has been there since the program's inception with Nick Mitchell. And a 3-0 lead for Broghammer. As we're back on our feet. Riding time not an issue. Thomas trying to create some motion and some angles. Double leg, deep double. Oh, good whizzer in by Broghammer. Everybody else on the planet's dead to rights in that position. How Broghammer did not give up 2. Oh, man. Mr. Broghammer brushes his teeth after putting that mouth guard back in after it fell on the mat. 40 to go. Period number 2. Number 1 and number 2. Right now, number 2 leading number 1, 3-0. Grandview has clinched its 7th consecutive national duels title. This a prelude of what we might see in March. 2 baddest dudes on the block. There's 2 for Thomas in short time in the second. See how quickly and how effectively this big man moves. 3-2 and Thomas starts on bottom. Riding time approaching 1 minute. And there's the 1 minute. Broghammer with that leg in again. And flattens out Thomas. Thomas back up, trying to build a base. Up to his feet. Broghammer hanging on. Brings Thomas back down to the mat. Thomas going to need more than an escape here. $18 to go. And this is going to be a big one as Grandview and Dean Broghammer tack on a point for riding time, 4-2. And a 33-9 victory. These two will definitely see each other later on. Dean Broghammer avenging a semifinal loss